Hello, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on the Galentine's Day hop. This is a hop that is hosted by Miranda Weber over at My Scrappy Life. I'll have links down below for you so that you can check out some information about this hop. There's also a playlist down below where you will be able to watch all of the videos that are participating in this hop this year. You're going to be absolutely amazed at that creativity. Make sure that you click that thumbs up button on everybody's videos because that helps YouTube know that our stuff is awesome and that you want to see more of it. So I have my How to Kill a Kit with Style product sitting here on my desktop, and I've pulled a few pieces of paper. Not real sure where I'm going with this at this point, but I thought that I'd give myself a bunch of choices. The photos that I am using are pictures of myself and my friend Marissa, and we spent a weekend away scrapbooking, just the two of us. We rented this, it's called the Scrapbook Barn Owl, I believe is what the retreat place is called. I rented the entire retreat for the entire weekend for just the two of us. It was the best $600 I've ever spent. We had an absolute blast. We had the entire place to ourselves, and that means we had this huge table set up all to ourselves as well. And we took up every single bit of it. As you can see, that is all our stuff. We had a blast that weekend, and we did this. This was a birthday present to me from my husband, and I wanted to spend this weekend with my friend Marissa. So this was a girls' weekend. No kids, no husbands, no responsibilities. We got to eat when we wanted. We got to sleep when we wanted. We got to scrapbook all day. We got to run to Michael's, and back when Michael's had all the fun stuff to buy, and we just had an amazing time. So I am scrapbooking that weekend. I have a couple of alphas here, actually 3. I have some wood veneer and some stickers, puffy stickers, some stamps. I'm just not real sure, like I said, where I'm going with this at this point. So I just gave myself a bunch of choices, and I'm going to pause. We're going to get started with this. I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to mat my photos on this dark blue map paper. I did not bring in any cardstock, I do not believe, for this layout. At first, I thought I was going to be able to make a grid. I don't know where my brain was. It was late, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, so I'm gonna just go ahead and mat these photos and get them onto the layout. I'm gonna mat the 2 landscape ones. That's a picture of the retreat building, and then of course a picture of me and my friend Marissa. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the other 2 photos on here too, and then we'll just have the 4 photos, 2 of them matted together, the portrait ones and the landscape ones. I'm kind of trying to make it even here. It's just a little bit crooked, so I'm trying to fix it. Gonna go ahead and set this aside, and I'm gonna cut that mandala out of the middle, right out of the middle of the paper. Now, I don't end up using it at all, but you're gonna get to watch me cut it out, and I will save it for another layout. It just didn't end up fitting on this layout after all. Kind of disappointed because I wanted it on there, but you know, it is what it is, and it's actually a really pretty embellishment for a future page, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut away from this since I'm not gonna actually use it. You get the idea. You can see how I am fussy cutting it. So I did not show me fussy cutting a couple of those roses off the rose paper. This is the back side. It's a white text on a black background, and I'm going to use that to cut out some hearts with my punch. I have a heart punch that will work perfectly for this, and I'm going to end up cutting out a few of them with this punch in. I think I do 5 of these, and I do 5 from the wood grain that is on the back of where I cut the mandala that you can still see up there in the upper left corner. And I'm going to just set those hearts off to the left-hand side out of my way, and I'm going to grab another sheet of paper, and I'm just going to cut some of the hearts off this as well. And I don't think I use any more of this particular piece of paper at all on the layout. I just use it to cut out these wood grain hearts because really love the wood grain hearts. And this is supposed to be a Galentine's Day layout, so I felt like the hearts were very appropriate. I almost always go into a layout with some sort of plan, and I had a plan, but when I couldn't figure out how to make these work in a grid, the plan fell apart. So I go ahead and I stick the mandala on there, and then I'm gonna try to put some of these hearts on here, and I'm just really struggling with the way that it looks. And I go ahead and I take the one photo off of that so that I can do something else with the photos than the L shape that the backwards L shape that I was getting. Like I said, I was seriously I had one plan, it fell through, it didn't work, so I'm changing it up. So I lost my photo there for a moment. I find it here in a second, and I'm gonna kind of center these photos just a tad here, and that is going to end up how they're going to show up on the layout as I look for the other one. All right, I had to pause the video because I couldn't find the photo. I was not sure where it ended up. So here are the 2 fussy cut roses. I didn't cut out full ones, I just cut out some along the edge. And I'm going to pull in these little photo corners. These have been haunting some of my counterfeit kits for several rotations, and I feel like this would be a good time to get them on a layout, and I'm just going to use them to kind of accent the corners of this entire page. In this manner, it means that I'm not going to mat, and I feel like it helps close in the layout a little bit, kind of like you would do with your photo mat. I'm going to put this acetate hot air balloon up here. I'm gonna just continue to layer things. I had pulled out several different embellishments. You can kind of see them there over off to the right hand side. And I just really can't make up my mind what I want to do here. Like I said, I normally come in to a video with some sort of plan, and my plan fell through, and I was kind of just not able to get it going again, so I just kind of struggle. I put a second phrase on there from that Vicky Bouton sticker sheet, and now I am absolutely going to just put my title down while I think about how things are going to end up on the layout. I want to make sure that I have room for a title, because sometimes I find that if I do the title last, then I don't leave room for it. So I almost always try to get my title on pretty close to the beginning of the layout. That way I can embellish around it. So as I was thinking, I'm like, oh, those clouds and that hot air balloon and that sun, those will look really cute up there in that corner. So I like that, and I get those on there. I really wanted to use those wood veneer leaves, and I don't believe they actually get on here. I think I don't use much of anything else on the layout at this point. I pull in these black and white puffy hearts just to kind of accent my cluster there. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with journaling at this point. So I grabbed these letters to finish off my title. These are from Pretty Little Studio, and I'm pretty happy with those. Okay, I got this layout completely done. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I love that I got all 4 photos on here. Off camera, I went ahead and I added 2 labels and this phrase that says, "Let's do this again soon." Plus, I went ahead and I popped that smaller title down below the word girls. and I hand stitched the hearts in blue so that I would have a visual triangle of the blue. And that is about all I did. I'm really pleased with this. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. You guys have helped me create and build this channel. Without you, I couldn't have done it, so I am grateful. If you are new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Just click that button below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment if you have any questions or comments about this video. I will be happy to answer questions for you. Again, check that description box below. There are some playlists listed for you for Galentine's Day and for how to kill a kit with style. Have a great day. Bye.